folks, and welcome to another edition of Diary of a Trout Fisherman. Today I'm going to fish the little burn, see if I can get any little trout, see what I can see. Thank you for joining me. Just while I'm sorting this out here, I was laughing at all these big beech trees that line this river and the area around here. They've got the equivalent of the prehistoric cave paintings on them. They've got loads of graffiti, but I would suggest that a lot of it's 1980s and 90s. Maybe 70s and 60s. That used to be the done thing, didn't it? I myself have carved into a tree in the river southwest in Brecon, declaring my undying love to bleak. Oh, there's a flash of a fish there. Yeah, I could probably still take you to that tree. I used to sit there and watch for sea trout and salmon jumping just below the castle hole and the river southwest in Brecon. And I had this little lock knife. It was tiny, it was only about 1.5 to 2 inches long, but I'd sharpened it really, really razor sharp. And it was made out of a dark wood, and it had a brass locking mechanism. It was beautiful. I really loved the shape of it. I carved out my initials in the tree and my love for this person. And I was only about 15, 16 at the time. And I spoke to my brother about it many years later and said, "Do you remember her?" I carved my name in the tree, and he says his memory of her was, "Oh, was that the one that used to have her head in the fridge all the time?" She probably went into the fridge once, and he went into the kitchen at the time and saw her. Poor bugger. I wonder what people's everlasting memory of me was. It's hilarious. That old fridge heed. Scotland's pretty brutal for nicknames, I must say, but you do something once and that's it, you never live it down. Right, that was difficult to fish that, but I made a total backside of it, so I'll just go up here and I'm going to fish this faster water up here. Because it's so warm, I think this is where it'll be. Yeah, so some of the inscriptions on the trees are pretty funny. They must have had, it must have been pre-digital age, because where do the people get the time for this? Nowadays, they're too busy on their iPads or iPhones or whatever. In the olden days, oh, that was a fish. I saw that taken underwater. In the 70s and 80s, when you didn't have anything else to do but take a carry out in a soda stream bottle out to the riverbank and carving a semi-amusing slogan on the wall, on the bark. It's just what you did. It's a forgotten art. kids aren't allowed to own a knife these days, and quite rightly so. But even if they did have access to one, I'm not sure they would be carving on the trees. A forgotten art. Maybe have to run a workshop, tree carving for beginners. Oh, you are tiny, but perfect. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Off he goes, a little bit wiser. Something to tell your mates about. Well, a couple of questions about the graffiti or the carvings. Who's shaking Derek? Or was it smoking Derek? I like shaking Derek better. Why was he shaking? Or what was he smoking? Right against that wall, beaded place for a trout to sit. Right in the stones there. Fast, but it does look good up here. Just set all these bits. Right, this is where I'd expect to find a fish. Look at this fast little channel. Oh, the boot is absolutely full. Right. Fantastic here, just in these high temperatures. Not a thing. Oh, that was a good fish. Oh, that was probably the best fish I've hooked in this little burn. That was about 6 inches. That's a shame. Would have liked to have caught that fish, but never mind. Never mind. Fish this downstream now and see if I can get anything to take it as it's swinging. Oh, I'm gutted about that fish. I know they always feel bigger when you lose them, but I saw that one. I don't know if you'll see it on the camera, but well, I'm not speaking about half a pound fish, but I'm really enjoying this. I'd like to sort of start having a look at maps and seeing where I could just explore with this little rod. It's just great fun. It's just so simple. There's hardly any flies. There we go. Quite athletic. Hands wet. Let's have a look at you. Oh, cracker. Bright red adipose fin. Go. Easy. No. Oh. Well, I found a few fish. That was a good take. I'll give them a minute to recover from that. White glasses in. Oh, and again. I've got tremendous holes in my wellies. That's okay. Oh. Maybe it's not okay. Yep, I've spooked everything in that pool, I think. Are we having an 80s revival here or what? A 70s, 80s revival? Look at the sticky willies. I don't even think you still got that. This is magic. This is a trip down memory lane. That's a great name for the video, actually. Trip down memory lane. Right. Next I'll probably find a porno mag in the bushes somewhere, and then it'll be totally complete. Maybe not. It's all digital now, I believe. Here's a proper good quality 80s one. Lots of quality ones here. James is a ride, IDT, INDT. Those youngsters amongst us won't know what that is. James is a ride, IDT, INDT. Susan, Michael, they're probably rides as well. So, the youngsters amongst you, IDT means if destroyed, true. So if somebody destroys that, still means James is a ride. And INDT means if not destroyed, true. So if nobody destroys it, it's still true. It's so 80s, it's brilliant. I can't read that one, but brilliant. Frank's disgusted with the whole thing. He just doesn't understand. My tree. Mine is 12 inches long, but I don't use it as a rule. Quality carving. I would probably date that from 1982. Excellent. Well done. But most of this tree art is really innocent, just people declaring their undying love for each other. Oh. No, there's no need for that. There's no need for that.